I would like to extend a very, very warm welcome to the Executive Director of the Epilepsy Foundation, Susan Pietsch Escueta. Susan?
Yes, thank you on behalf of the Board of Directors for joining us this evening, and thank you, Andrew and Mark. This truly would not be possible without you and your friends and colleagues, and we know you're inspired by your children. But epilepsy, they would be first to say, epilepsy is not just about the Gumpert family or about someone else. Any of you or any of your children can develop epilepsy at any time. Worldwide, 40 to 50 million live with some form of epilepsy. There are no cures. Yes, some children outgrow their epilepsy. Some types of epilepsy are less impactful. In fact, some of you have children with epilepsy in college. There are people with epilepsy who work for some of you or work with you. You are richer for it. I sometimes refer to those who thrive with epilepsy as the damned lucky club. For the most part, we are not here tonight for the damned lucky club. We are here tonight for children who are not part of that club, for children who with their families faced almost insurmountable barriers and burdens because of their epilepsy. During my tenure as director, our vision is not another moment lost to seizures and epilepsy. Our foundation is here to stem the tide of loss. We do not want anyone to lose a moment of life's precious times because of seizures or ignorance or isolation or lack of resources. Our ability to grow and change over the past 50 years is influenced by the generosity of people like you. However, at a fundamental level, it is people, not dollars, who inspire us towards change and action. I could tell you about a group of parents who inspired our epilepsy family camp more than 25 years ago. I could tell you about a group of adults with epilepsy who almost 10 years ago inspired us to start a camp for teens to help them become more independent. But I will touch on 5 inspirations tonight. 5 children who've inspired and influenced what we do and what we say here locally at our Epilepsy Foundation. First, there's Julio. During one of our picnics with the Epilepsy Foundation for Families, Julio said he wouldn't play with the other kids because if he had a seizure, they would laugh at me. The kids at school laugh at me. After one of our team presented about epilepsy in his classroom, she overheard one of his classmates say to another, "See, I told you we shouldn't tease him." Julio inspires in me the importance of our epilepsy education to promote safety, combat ignorance, and end teasing of children with epilepsy. I'm going to take a moment to enlist your help, and I hope Julio will inspire you, because most TV shows and most movies today still incorrectly portray epilepsy. We're here to help you. We want to make sure that all portrayals of epilepsy are accurate and inform our community. Secondly, there are 2 Brians who influence us. Brian Allen died at 7 years of age during a seizure in his sleep. His story inspires us to encourage parents to listen to their gut because they know their child best, and by being informed, they can better partner in their child's fight for seizure freedom. The other Brian is an outspoken advocate for epilepsy. Anywhere, anytime. Even the furniture salesperson learned about epilepsy from Brian and made a donation to his Freedom Walk team. Brian and his mother, who is here tonight, have been driving forces for our Freedom Walk. Inspired by Brian, our Freedom Walk is not just about raising money. Like our camps, the walk combats isolation and brings together children and adults and entire families affected by epilepsy. Fourthly, there's Sophie. Her mother is here tonight. Her mother's writings give me hope that while we train more epilepsy specialists, we can also influence their understanding. So they remember that the child in the room, in the clinic room, is not just a seizure, but that the child has people who love them, has a full life with favorite things and favorite dreams. The stories of Sophie's impact on us has begun, but it has yet to be told. Last, there's Camille. Camille's story helped bring to the fore the dearth of epilepsy specialists for infants and children and the need for researchers to discover cures. Through the Care and Cure initiatives, inspired by Camille and her friends, Ari and Chloe, our foundation has supported epilepsy specialists and research for the past 4 years. In fact, we've donated more money to epilepsy research than any other epilepsy affiliate in the country. These children and others influence us, what we do and how we do it. As you watch this video, keep in mind that your donations help to support what these children have inspired: epilepsy education to fight ignorance and end teasing, parent information and support to promote seizure freedom, social events to combat isolation and connect families and children, improved access to care, and more epilepsy research. On behalf of children like Julio, Brian, Sophie, and Camille, thank you very much.